gotta salute Mr. John Amos, who's here from New Jersey. One of the greatest ever. God bless you, brother. Yes, sir. Chris, so this brother I met backstage, you from Newark, right? Where you from? He from Harlem, but he still got love for Newark, all right? But look, I met this little brother backstage. I did a film, I'm part of a film called Selma that starred David Oyelowo, directed by Ava DuVernay, one of the greatest directors, a black woman. She directed Selma. It's the story of the people of the civil rights movement. John Legend and I did a song called Glory. And this song, we talked about the movement that's going on right now and the change that's going on right now. And this little brother spit some of the verse for me, and I wanted him to spit it for y'all. So check him out. This brother named Chris. Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon.
Formed against, yes, glory is destined. Every day women and men become legends. Since you go against our skin, become blessings. The moment is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like a rhythm to us. Justice is just a position in us. Justice for all, just ain't specific enough. One son died, the spirit is revisioning us. True and living in us is in us. That's why I rose and sat on the bus. That's why we walk through first and with our hands up. When it goes down, we woman and man up. They stay down and we stand up. Shots me on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop and we ran up.
Turn up with this, dog.
Today is that one day. Today is that one day. Today is a day that we get to feel the glory of knowing that we've come together. It is not an accident that following comment is now the mayor of the city of New Jersey, of Newark, because Ras Baraka, I have known him since 2007. In 2007, the Robert Woodford Johnson Foundation gave me a grant to come to study violence in the city of Newark. And when I came here, I wanted to talk to somebody who I felt could understand. And every corner of the city I went to, somebody said, have you spoken to Ras Baraka? I was like, I don't know who this guy is. They said, have you spoken about Ras Baraka? No. I went to Georgia King Village, and Jackie Thomas said I had to talk to Ras Baraka. And since then, I've had an opportunity to know this person. I trust his heart. I trust his belief in this city. His belief has actually made me believe in the city of Newark. He has come to conceptualize an idea that I have talked a little bit about today, which is violence is a public health issue. He sits at the forefront of mayors across the United States who get this idea and implement this idea. He is among all of the mayors. He was at the U.S. Conference of Mayors with me. Among all the mayors, there was one mayor in the city, in all of the United States, that understood that this thing, this violence, is indeed a disease that needs to be eradicated. So I want to say to you all might see him around here, you know him well, but you should know that you have in front of you and leading the charge a person who is going to do all that he says he will and to bring peace to the city. Welcome, Mayor Ras J. Baraka.
We're in Newark. All right, Newark. All right, Newark. All right, Newark. Yeah. I am so excited and proud to be from Newark, New Jersey today. I am so proud of all of you out there. I love you so immensely, and I'm so proud to be a resident of the city of Newark today. And there's many times when I watch TV and I'm discouraged about the things that are going on in my city, but today is not that day. Today I feel so good that I am from Newark.
a boy from Clinton Avenue and 10th Street. I feel so good to be here from Newark, New Jersey. And you need to feel the same way. All of your neighbors who came out here today who thought it was not robbery to show up and raise their voice. And for John Amos, a Newark person, to come here, let's give him some love, right? He gave us the message. And let's give some love to Common, who came all the way from Chicago. Yes, we are so happy and so proud that they come here today. I want to thank all of the Clergy Alliance that showed up, that walked with us, that came out here today, that brought God out of the church and into the streets. We thank them for that. We absolutely love them for that. And let's thank all of our neighbors who walked from every ward, from the North Ward, from the East Ward, from the South Ward, from the West Ward, from the Central Ward. We need peace in our community. We need it now. No more silence. Stop the violence. No more silence. Stop the violence. No more silence. Stop the violence. No more silence. That means you gotta raise your voice. That means you got to speak up. That means you have to say something about what's going on. You can't be a bystander. It's not enough to be on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook cursing people out. You gotta get into the street. You can't just talk about it, you gotta be about it. And you can't blame everybody without blaming yourself. Because what have you done? How many kids have you talked to? How many people have you mentored? What kind of organization you belong to? How many schools you visited? How many after-school programs you're a part of? How many kids you feed in your community? How many times you walk past the guys on the corner and don't say anything to them? What are you doing? How many times you opened up your mouth besides in the comfort of your home or at your job on that Twitter moving your finger back and forth, blaming each other about what's going on in your city, but you haven't done a damn thing? Everybody has to have a responsibility. The mayor has a responsibility, yes. The police have a responsibility, yes. But so do our fathers. So do our mothers. So do our brothers. We all have a responsibility, and the question is, are you living up to your responsibility? Are you doing what it is that you need to do? Somebody said that we shouldn't be marching. They were saying, no, I'm tired of marching. I'm glad they wasn't here in 1963. Everything we got, we done marched for. We done opened our mouths for, we done spoke for, we done put our fist up for. We march against all of these things. Today is the day we march against violence. We march against death. We say we are human beings, and we don't deserve, our children don't deserve to die on dirty sidewalks, on street corners with blood dripping from their bodies, with their last breath hanging from their mouth. Our babies don't deserve to die at 13, 14 years old. Our kids shouldn't have rifles that were made in foreign lands available in their backyards. It's easier to get a Chinese-made rifle than it is to get a decent loaf of bread in this community. Our kids don't deserve to be raised in neighborhoods where gunshots are heard all day and all night. But we have to hide them in the back room and lay down on the floor like we in Iraq. Our babies deserve to be old men, old women, to have families that they raise, to be role models, and do like John Amos said, and be Supreme Court justices, and be surgeons and lawyers, and be mayors. When we say the children are the future, we gotta be talking about our own children. We can't be talking about somebody else's children. When we say our children are the future, we gotta talk about the child that's in your living room, the child that's in your kitchen, the child that you walk past on the corner every day. When you say that the city is going to the youth, you have to be talking about that boy with his pants down, walking in the street with a white tee on. You gotta be talking about him. And if you ain't talking about him, then you're not talking about yourself. You gotta be talking about all these young men you see on these corners that ain't at this rally today. So the question is, when we leave here, what are you gonna do? Because we didn't come here just to make you feel good. We want you to feel good, but that's not all we came here for. When you go home, you gotta be a part of an organization. You need to start a block association. If you don't have a block association, start one. If there is a block association, join it. We need you to be a part of the PTA. We need you to start a block watch. We need you to patrol your own neighborhood. We need you to take pictures of the things that's going on in your community. We need you to question the people on your block that don't live there. We need you to have after-school programs for your children. We need you to talk to your neighbors' children. And if you live on a block and don't know your neighbors, then that's a problem. You need to ring the bells of every neighbor on your block and introduce yourself. And start an organization on your block. So the next time we have this rally, I can ask you, are you a part of an organization? Everybody in here can raise their hand. I'm afraid to do it now. I'm afraid to do it now. How many people here belong to an organization? Good. We need to get other people in, and we need to get other people a part of other organizations. And get them a part of yours. And get that guy on the corner to be a part of your organization too. Go recruit them to be a part of what it is you're doing. Bring them a part of it. We can't just pass judgment on these people that are in our community. Because there's no helicopter, no UFO that's coming over dropping these boys in our neighborhood that's committing these crimes. We know these kids. They related to y'all. They're your sons and your brothers and your uncles. You know these babies. They related to us. We protect them even when they're wrong. You hide them in your basement. You give them a ticket out of town. They causing havoc in your neighborhood and you protected them. You never told them to stop, but you protected them. You protected them as they commit murder in your neighborhood. You don't stop them, you don't tell on them. You don't grab them up. You gotta do something, you gotta be responsible. And then you on Twitter talking about this and that. The mayor should do this, the mayor should do that. And your son is out there creating havoc in the community. You need to say something to him. You need to pull him aside. You need to do something about what's going on. You need to have a rally in your own living room. Have a rally in your own kitchen. You need to have an Occupy My House rally. That's what you need. These kids are babies. They 14 and 15 years old. They don't pay taxes. They don't vote. They don't cause what's going on in the city to go. They don't bring jobs to this community. They don't take them away. They don't determine who the superintendent of schools is. They don't even determine who the mayor is. How are they in charge of your community? How are they in charge of your house? How are they in charge of your block? How are they in charge of your street? You got to be in charge. You got to stand up straight. You got to stand up straight. Peace is power plus equality. You got to stand up straight. And if you believe in the God, show him up, make him show up. Where is he? Make him show up. Let him live through you and control what's going on in your household and in this community. We need you to do that. That's your responsibility. Our kids are going to school high off of Percocets, off of prescription medicine. I'm telling you this. And people only take medicine when they sick. And they taking painkillers because they in pain. And we have not addressed their pain. The pain of hopelessness, the pain of poverty, the pain of unemployment, the pain of death, the pain of destruction in their community, the pain of powerlessness, the pain that they father in jail, the pain that their mother is struggling, the pain that they don't have no money in their pocket, the pain when they go to school, everybody talk about them because they don't have no clothes to wear for 5 days a week. The pain of not having any food in the house when they get home. Those kind of pains, their older brother in jail kind of pain. The kind of pain that they can't read and they 17 years old kind of pain. The kind of pain that they just got out of jail and they can't get a job kind of pain. and they don't got a license kind of pain. And their daughter don't even respect them, pain. That's the pain that they got. The pain that God made them a man and they don't know how to be one. That kind of pain. That kind of pain is ripping our babies apart. And instead of talking to us, they going to get Percocets. They popping pills at 15. They drinking cough syrup at 16. They wandering around listening to music that's telling them to kill each other, tell them to murder themselves. They taking codeine and then get a gun on their hip. They listening to songs that say go out, murder, 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 and then they commit murder. And then we want to know why this is happening. Did you see this young boy who got up here and rapped those lyrics that Common wrote? That's the kind of music we need. We need our babies to be quoting that. We need them to quote that at 8. We need them to quote that at 9, 10. We want them to say at 10 years old, I am beautiful on purpose. I am outstanding. We need them to say, I am beautiful on purpose. That God made me strong. We want them to sing a song about that, not songs about I got high last night. I'm gonna shoot the dude on the corner. They can't memorize that at 10. If your babies is listening to that, turn the damn radio off. Turn it off. And you in the car at the stoplight on Twitter talking bad about the mayor, blasting Future on your radio, your daughter in the back seat, your son next to you, they all bopping their heads, singing a song called Take Codeine. And you talking about why the violence is happening in the city? Yeah, because you in the car with your babies playing Future and codeine right there. That's why the violence is in the city. Turn the damn radio off. Turn the damn radio off. Turn it off. Make them play some songs that make our babies love each other. Make them play some songs that make our children think they big and strong and powerful. They can do anything they want to do. Make them play some music that says we love each other. Play that in your car. And if you don't know a playlist, I'll let you listen to some of mine. I got a long playlist. You can't do that, it's a contradiction. You can't be in your car listening to that music or in your house blasting it up and down and on Facebook on your computer talking about, oh, they crazy, they out there shooting. I don't wonder where the police at. They should be in your living room. We gotta take some responsibility. Culture is a weapon. Culture is a weapon. Culture is a weapon that can either use before us or against us. Our culture is our weapon. It kept us. It moved us. From slave shouts to gospel. From jazz to the blues. It kept us. Our culture is a weapon. It can either help us move forward or push us backward. And we can't be afraid to say some of this stuff that's going on is aiding in the death and destruction of our own children. We can't be afraid to say, some of y'all are so busy trying to be down, that you don't have the wherewithal to say anything about what's going on in this community. Because you're so busy trying to be down. You want to fit in. Fit into what? Be a part of what? Change was all these young people I see out here. Y'all the leaders. Lead. Lead. The last thing I want to say is that we need an urban Marshall Plan. You might think that's off topic, but it's on topic. We need an urban Marshall Plan. And I want all these people that's recorded, you put it out there, you tell them, Mayor of Newark said we need an urban Marshall Plan. You tweet your state, your federal senators, your Congress people, the president, we need an urban Marshall Plan. When there's wars in other countries, we rebuild their roads. We give them money for police. We rebuild their hospitals. We rebuild their schools. We rebuild their whole infrastructure. Our cities are crumbling. Our water infrastructure is crumbling. Our bridges are crumbling. We need new schools. We need new hospitals. We need new roads. We need urban market. We need job training in this city. We need massive, not job training for 100, not 1,000. We need job training for 5,000 to 10,000 people. We need job training now. And we need this in Newark, in Cleveland, in Chicago, in Detroit, in East St. Louis, East Palo Alto, in every place, in every major city in this country. We need it, and we need it now, because we gotta put these babies to work, and we gotta put their mamas to work, and we gotta give them the training that they need, and we gotta do this to fight poverty. The #1 enemy we have is poverty. That's our #1 enemy. Poverty is killing us. It's killing us. So we have to fight against that. Please keep that in your mind. Please fight against that. Raise your voice about that. So next time you're saying something, say, we need jobs in this city. We need an urban Marshall Plan. We need to fight poverty. And we need to treat this violence as a public health disease. It's a disease, and it spreads like a disease. You know it's a disease, because everybody in your family seems to be catching it. It starts with your father, then you got it. Then your brother gets it. Then your cousin and your uncle got it. You got 2 locked up and 2 dead in your same family. Your neighbor got 3 locked up and 3 dead. Round the corner they got 2 locked up and 1 dead. Some mothers I know got 2 of their sons killed. 2, 3 of their children killed. It's a disease. It spreads like a disease in our community, and we have to treat it like a disease. And we begin to do that by opening our mouths. No more silence. Tell. You hear me? Tell. You hear? Listen to me. Listen to me. Tell. Tell. It's over. Tell. It's over. All he's got, tell. When you go back, let him know you're telling. It's over. Tell. I'm not a snitch, I'm telling. It's different. I'm not with you. Snitch mean I was with you, we did something together. That's what snitch mean. We was together, I'm not with you. I'm not snitching on you, I'm telling. Let's make a difference there. You ain't got with snitches get stitches good, because I'm not a snitch. I'm telling on you. You don't belong on my block. You don't belong in my neighborhood. You committing problems in my community. Get off of my block, or I'm calling the police. I'm telling on you. And then all of the neighbors come out together and say, we all tell. Now you got to get off our block, and if you go to their block, we gonna tell them to tell too. Tell. Like all these kids know I don't want to tell, I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to be a snitch. You don't even know him. Tell on him. And you can say the mayor said it. Put it on Instagram, mayor said tell. I'm telling you, tell on these boys. Tell on them. If you ain't gonna teach them, you might as well get them off your block. You need to teach these babies. That's it. I love all of y'all for coming out here, man. Proper education always corrects errors, y'all. Proper education. Positive elevation causes expansion. You already know that. We got to teach each one, teach one. Be responsible for people in your neighborhood. Each one, teach one. And all these people that raised their hand and said they was in an organization, I want you to make a pledge to get 5 more people in your neighborhood a part of your organization. And if you don't have an organization, go back home and start a block party. Start a block, not a block party, a block organization. You can have a block party too, though. But a block organization, we want you to be a part of that, or the PTA, or any organization, we need you to be a part of that. Don't come out here for nothing. Put a picture on Twitter and say, I am a part of this organization, or I'm gonna start an organization. Let's make that go viral, please. God bless y'all, Godspeed to y'all.